Hello, good evening to all of you. This is Dr. Indrajit Mishra. Welcome all of you here in this video. This video I am going to upload for MA final students, in which I am going to talk exclusively about body art, because in the previous video when I was talking the time was very short and I couldn't complete the entire view. So as far as Baudrillard is concerned, he is regarded one of the chief thinkers of the postmodern school, and his idea of simulacra, simulacrum, and simulation, these are very popular in terms of defining postmodernism. So, as the popular notions of postmodernism was because this was the height of materialism, and the culture was supposed to be the culture of postmodernist culture is essentially the culture of capitalist and consumerist culture, where everything is sellable, everything is buyable. As I gave you the example of Manjula Padmanabhan's play, where Om is ready, the character is ready to sell his kidney for the sake of survival, right? So everything is buyable, and where the medium becomes the message, the medium itself becomes the message. Fact is value. How fact is value? Because when you read I.A. Richards, he says that there are two kinds of use of language: factual or scientific language that refers to the data, and the second one is emotive language, because emotive language appeals to the heart of the readers. So this kind of appeal is missing in postmodernist thesis, and they are of the opinion that fact is value. Whatever is factually concretely present, that we are going to give sanction, and the absences are not going to be celebrated. Means the human body and soul, that kind of concept is not going to persist, because soul is not given sanction by them. And they are of the opinion that every experience is there is hardly any difference between experience of a man, the genuine experience of a man, and the rock MTV video show, chat show. So everything is very superficial, everything is very commonplace. No seriousness is to be found in this culture. And Baudrillard, who is like his fellow travelers, the structuralist and the postmodernist, was initially a French Marxist critic, and he later on suffered from pessimism because of the failure of 1968 French movement that was known as students uprising, and because of that there was wholesale disillusionment that Lyotard is also affected, although he gives some sort of hope that there can be intervention, some sort of intervention can be there, and through mini narratives we can reverse the meta narratives into mini narratives, and local contingent narratives can do our job. So that way he has given 4 stages how these things, how the present time, present cultural change has been exerting there, has come about. He has given 4 stages that I talked about, but not very clearly. In this video I am going to clarify it. The first stage, he says that there was a reality, there was truth, and the representation was also faithful, as we find the case of Shakespeare or Homer. That is, reality is there, truth is there, and its faithful representation is there in the literature, in the writings of the novelist and dramatist. In the second stage, he is of the opinion that the truth is there, reality is there, but the representation is faulty and it is wrapped and perverted, and somewhere there has become the gap has come between the presentation of the reality and the reality itself and the representation. In the third stage, he says that the reality has gone, but in the representations, people are still clinging to the reality that has not been there, the truth has not been there, but they are trying to cling to it through masking. And that is the third stage. And in the fourth stage, in which postmodernism is, that is hyper real stage, where there is no connection between sign and reality. They are far away from each other. So we are in the fourth stage that way. And the hyper real world we are living, virtual world, virtual real or the hyper real, that concept he gives. And he says that in the hyper real world, image dominates, and our lives are dominated by images, and genuine responses are not to be found, and human relationships are turned headlong, just reversed. So there is lots of deficiency in the depth of human relationship. And then he talks about the age in which we are living, that is consumerist age. That is the age where representation matters a lot, and goods are not produced and then they are sold. Rather, first there is advertisement and the need is created among the people for a good, and then its production happens to be there, and then people feel the desire of using those goods, and then it is produced in the factories. So this is the difference between the earlier time and this time. And then he uses the term simulacra. Simulacra is actually counterfeiting, fake. And this fake and counterfeiting is not only in the representation, it is also to be found in the normal course of action. Because when you meet someone, you are not sure about the genuine response that he gives, because there is pre-coding. Everything is pre-coded. We are living in a culture which is having pre-coding of everything, and even the very private sexual responses are based upon the images which we find in advertisement, in television shows, in films, the kind of and accordingly the kind of images we are perceiving, we are watching in the different medias. We are trying to mold ourselves, we are trying to mold our personalities accordingly, and that is the counterfeiting, simulacra kind of concept. And then he says that the internet chat show becomes the paradigm, and frequently there is this kind of things are happening, that the normal psychology is not there. Everything that we are, the behavior that we are showing in the society is somewhere affected by the representations and TV images and all. So internet chat show, that discussion, gossips, we can create and remold the entire behavior and pattern. So every social role we adopt has to create certain degree already been pre-coded. So our behavior is in a way prefixed, and 24 hours news channels are bombarding, and in which the event is lost, the representation remains. So very much like that, a statement he has made where he says that the Gulf War never happened. We have only the footages, video footages, and we are given to understand that this is the way that Gulf War took place. How far it is correct, we don't know. So this is the world that is called post-truth world, where truth is lost, truth is in the background, and its simulacra, its counterfeit is too much there because of representation, because of the domination of representation, and the genuine responses are hardly to be found among the people. So Lyotard and Baudelaire both, they appear to be frustrated by the failure of that uprising, students uprising in 1968 in France, and they are disillusioned. They are somewhere disillusioned, and they are suffering from pessimism because they thought that their movement, that 1968 movement of students uprising was the core ideal for the postmodernists, but its failure has shocked them, and many postmodernists they regard themselves as the revolutionary politics that they were indulging. They have got a very great setback because of the failure of that movement. So that is about Baudelairean concept, postmodern era, which is known as, it is very similar to post-structuralist in its philosophical dimension, in its approach, in its mood and tone, and its working. We can say that it is very much like post-structuralist movement, and but the temporariness is greater there to be found, and the way Lyotard and Baudelaire, they have tried to define the things, there is hardly the value system that is working there. So the overall picture that appears by the postmodernist thought and postmodernist epistemology, that is very gruesome, and that can be elaborated through the plays like Waiting for Godot, the meaninglessness, the pessimism, the inertia, or we can say the endless waiting. Life appears to be futile, and no hope is there, and they are just they are very much existential, and they are of the opinion that man is here in this world alone, fighting against all the odds, and he has got least hope of regeneration. That is why futility is being celebrated, meaninglessness is being celebrated, and the same sort of the kind of life, because postmodernism is an attempt to represent the life and its the very similitude of life that was to be found in the time of postmodernism. That is, high time of postmodernism is 70s and 80s, and the entire world is shaken by this culture. Later on we are going to read other critiques, the criticism of postmodernism, in which we will come to know that there are two kinds of earth being defined. One is flat one, and one is very similar to the earlier one, because this is, as I told you, experimentation. Lots of experimentations are going on. They are trying to reach some conclusion. They are trying to have some sort of conform thesis to define the state of affairs in postmodernist world, but they are not very grounded, and they are not very firm in their opinions, and somewhere we can relate it to the pessimistic and to the kind of psychological state where everything is appearing to be illusion, because they think that truth is another illusion, and medium is the message. So you can just understand all the metaphysical mysteries which were which meant a lot in the pre 20th century time. Those surfaces. This is the behind the surface there is no depth. Behind the surface there is no mystery. So that way the very vitality, the very natural kind of inclination that used to be there about interpretation of this life and all, that has been away, and they are trying to search out the substitute of the earlier thesis that was there prevalent in the time of enlightenment or in the time of modern age, modernism. So they are yet to get the root. So we can say in the very beginning of this movement, it has certain critics who did not accept the kind of thesis or the kind of zeal that is being shown by the postmodernists. So that's it about Baudrillard. In the next, I will be giving you the critique of postmodernity so that you can understand how far this is workable and how far this is successful. And I think that will be the last and the concluding part of it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good night.